This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Thursday, May 8, 2014. I'm Kamar Jordan. Good afternoon. Irresponsible and cavalier. That's how former Barbados Prime Minister Owen Arthur has dismissed suggestions coming from the governor of the central bank, Dr. Delal World, that the island should do away with the value-added tax system. Mr. Arthur, whose administration introduced the VAT back in January 1997, says the VAT, which replaced a set of taxes, has proven its worth to the island and remains the tax system of choice. He's therefore appealing to the government to simply ignore the governor's advice, saying Dr. World is not part of the solution, but now he's part of the problem the country is facing. Arthur also says the governor's utterances on the VAT amount to the last in a series of notable indiscretions, and he's calling again for World to go home.
This is not ridiculous, and I think everyone would agree that if the government has to stop what it is doing now, to have to contrive of a way to replace the VAT with some other sales tax, it would be to ensure that our country would fail. This is not ridiculous. And I say it is now the last in a long series of indiscretions, intellectual and other indiscretions that suggest that he is now part of the problem. And I have said it and I want to repeat it, that we are facing an apocalypse.
Meantime, a 21-year-old woman will appear in the Whole Town Magistrates Court today. Gina Samantha Phillips of Diamond Corner in St. Peter was arrested and charged for assisting an offender linked to ongoing investigations surrounding the murder of Charlie Doom. Police report that when they executed a search warrant at a house in Bashba, St. Joseph, they found wanted man Ryan Samuel and Phillips. They were both detained. 33-year-old Terrell Tariat Mears of Cleavers Hill, St. Joseph was also charged with assisting an offender in connection with the same murder investigation. One of Barbados' 10 national heroes is being hailed up as an example of strong linkages between faith and justice and how they can lead to a better society. Speaking at the 8th Annual Memorial Lecture in honor of Sarah Ann Gill, President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, Sir Dennis Byron, said the spirituality of a people influences the way they live and what they value most. And justice cannot be done where there's inequality and discrimination. In this regard, he views the Barbadian heroine as a shining example of the combination of the twin values of spirituality and justice in her struggle against oppression in defense of faith.
We all have a role to play in the forward movement of our acquaintance and our region. Sarah Ann Gill risked her life to fight for what she considered to be the just result in her situation. At great personal expense, she has left us a legacy and an example of what using our faith can do to achieve justice in society.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Because she deserves it. Make her Mother's Day. Send us a photo and a message telling the world why your mother is simply the best at love@barbadostoday.bb. Enter now for your chance to win lunch for 2 at the Crane Hotel and other prizes. The deadline is May 6th. Mom deserves it. All entries will be published.
On the regional front, tragedy in Trinidad and Tobago as a boy who was due to sit the secondary entrance assessment examination today commits suicide. 13-year-old Devendra Budu, a pupil of the El Soccer Hindu Primary School, was found hanging in his backyard last evening. His body was found by his grandfather. A team from Student Support Services went to the El Soccer Primary Hindu School early this morning to counsel teachers and pupils ahead of the exam, which began at 9 a.m. Further afield, as international outrage mounts at the kidnapping of more than 200 Nigerian girls, the Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan says the incident could be a turning point in the battle against Islamist militants. The United States, China, the United Kingdom, and France have offered help to rescue the girls abducted by the terror group Boko Haram on April 14 from a rural school. President Jonathan says with this extra assistance, he's confident it could end the terror in Nigeria. Well, let's hope that he's right. In a video released earlier this week, the leader of the Boko Haram threatened to sell the students, saying they should not have been in school. He suggested they should be married instead. Well, that's our noon update. Join us again at 6 o'clock. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, or like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Kamar Jordan. Have a great afternoon and join us again at 6 o'clock.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.